everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Mel. Thank you so much for joining me today for a special Heartstopper video. So the actual plan for today is that my friend Michelle and I are going to be doing a vlog in which we read the first 2 volumes. Yes, this is only the first volume because it's on its way, it just isn't here yet, but we will read the first 2 volumes and we will watch the entire first series of Heartstopper and do a little bit of a compare and contrast. So, a little bit of background for this one. I have now watched the TV show more times than I care to admit, and I have read the graphic novel series on Webtoons once. So my experience is actually more with the TV show than with the graphic novels. But of course, as you know, the graphic novels came first. There are 4 volumes out at the moment. I believe there's a 5th on its way. We are going to read the first 2 volumes because the TV show is based on the first 2 volumes, and we are going to have a little bit of a chat about what they did different, whether we prefer what they did in the TV show to the graphic novels, all of that sort of thing. So the plan is that we will read the first graphic novel, then we'll watch the first 3 episodes of the TV show, then we'll read the second graphic novel, and then we will watch the rest of the TV show. I'm going off what Gav from How to Train Your Gavin has said because he did a very in-depth compare and contrast video. I will link that video in the description below. You should definitely go and check that out because it's going to be a lot more succinct than what Michelle and I are going to do in this video, since we are going to film ourselves reading and then watching and then chatting. We're essentially doing a similar kind of idea with a little bit of reaction thrown in. So Michelle, on the other hand, has not seen the TV show yet. She doesn't actually have Netflix, so she's going to come here and watch it with me. She has now read the first volume. I believe that she's planning on reading the second volume, potentially the rest throughout this week, but we will both read the first 2 graphic novels and watch the TV show as we go along and chat about it. You'll see us reacting, but you'll also see us having a bit of a chat about it at the end of episode 3 and then at the end of the series. So that is the plan. It's actually Monday today. We're not doing this until Friday, but I wanted to jump in and give you an explanation of what we're going to do, what this video is going to be, what you can expect, etc. So yeah, without further ado, I am going to hand over to future Mel and Michelle and get the ball rolling. So we're about to embark on phase 1 of our Heartstopper day. We're going to read or flick through volume 1, and then we're going to watch the first 3 episodes because they are the ones that match up to this one. And then yeah,
cool, sounds good. Chat. Awesome.
So
all right, let's get reading. Oh yeah, I'm not interested in Ben.
Oh no, I hate Ben. I love all the little like peak. It's just so cute.
Yeah. Some of the facial expressions are really good too. Like when the characters are like turning around and you get that
moving.
Yeah. That they've seen something. Well, this bit here, I love this with the arrow through the, you know, what he's
been imagining.
I think this is so sweet. That whole, he's standing up, he's kind of looking up at him, and he gets that little like crush face smirk. Yeah, she's very clever.
No, she really is. And like that when they're
a little bit embarrassed or something.
Like, it's so simple, but it's so effective.
Yeah. I love the dog. The dog says Bork. And Bork. Not Wolf.
No. Which is, he's British. They don't say wolf in Britain, they say Bork.
That's funny.
Just sometimes, like, just reading this and seeing Charlie having all these little internal monologues of like, oh god, I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes I really am so much like Charlie.
I think we all can at times, yeah. And I think that's
why it's so relatable.
And why it's so accessible. It's my mother knows best.
Yeah.
Charlie seems like a lovely boy. When did you meet him? She's like, oh, you know, a couple of months ago he's in my form group. And then she's like, he's very different to your other friends, isn't he? You seem much more like yourself around him. You do.
Yeah, I think that's like such an important moment for Nick because it's like realizing that you know, he's not being himself completely.
Yeah. This, I feel like, was a pivotal moment as well when they're watching the movie and it's all just pictures Then he reaches out and sort of touches his hand.
Kind of freaks out.
Freaks out, surprised by how he feels, kind of thing. Oh, I love the sister.
I know. She's like, appear.
Appears, yeah. Love it. And she's so direct.
Yeah. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I don't think he's straight. So how do you know? Like, where have you been to know this?
She just catches the...
Because she's
the
older,
voice,
isn't she?
And later when he says, how do you just appear out of nowhere? And she says, older sister magic.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of... Where did my older sister magic go? I can't just appear out of nowhere.
And the way, like, some of these pictures, like, she zooms out to show that, you know, like, rejection or that emptiness or that, you know, loneliness or, you know, his vulnerability is just so well done.
I love the way he's like that girl, like he's so like over explains it. No, definitely not. It's like you could have just said no, dude.
But I think he feels safe with Charlie that he can explain it.
Yeah, like zooming out to get it. It's already very like cinematic in a way. Like it translates really well to a TV show because it's already got those elements. And like that moment where you're
it's special. Yeah.
Look at Charlie's face.
I know.
Don't do it. What are some things that you want to see from the graphic novel in the TV show?
I think definitely some of those lovely, intimate sort of moments, like just the hands touching the looks. So basically, where there is, I suppose, no dialogue.
Yeah,
I'd like to see those. I haven't seen any previews at all, so I don't know what the characters look like apart from on the cover of that book kind of thing. So I'd be interested to see how true to the book.
I knew what you
the characters are. You know, because sometimes you do watch a movie and you're disappointed with a character, like, oh, that's not the way I saw him, or that's not the way I saw her.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I think just being true to the book, because it is, I think, quite a special book. You know.
Is there anything that you concerned about from the adaptation?
No, I don't have any concerns. No, I just hope it has the sensitivity and the vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like it's not just another, you know, teen
Kids
show kind
yeah.
of thing. That there is there. I hope the messages also that she sort of gently touches on. I think there's a couple of lines in the book there I'd like to see.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's go. You ready?
Yeah. Oh yes.
You ready for this?
I think so.
It's okay.
I know. It feels a bit.
It isn't Charlie Spring. Happy New Year.
Why, sir?
Ah, yes, you're over there. Mr. Nicholas Nelson. Oh, you can just sit in silence for the rest of the year. Really doesn't affect me in any way whatsoever.
Okay.
I mean, we all been there though, right?
Yeah.
I don't care, kid. Just shush. Sit down and shut up.
Sit down, shut up. Oh, I know. So I like that. I like that because we commented on how that.
Yes.
We liked that. Okay, I'm happy with the way that looked.
Yeah, I thought you would be. I like the panels. Like, it's kind of like the
yes. I like that because I noticed they said that a lot.
The one that looks like a golden retriever.
He doesn't look like a golden retriever.
Yes, he totally does.
It looks like a wearing blue gloves. You can make it the new school fashion. Everything's a tattoo.
I liked that. I felt that was true. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually really like this that they introduced you have a lot more of the characters.
Yes.
Earlier on.
Yes. Love this. And that's what I liked in the graphic novel as well.
And yeah, like we said, just the writing it and then deleting it.
And I like the way that in here, it's got a real phone, so you get that kind of intensity. But then before it was written on the screen, so you get that it's not intense, but there's still an exchange.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Morning. She's a story.
I love it.
Like that?
Was he a knob?
Yes. I had something I wanted to ask you. Charlie, I wanted to tell you I'm gay too. I'm in love with you. Do you want to go out with me? I want to be with you forever. Do you want to join the
So
rugby
that's
team?
exactly what I was talking about. And I actually pointed that
We're
line
not
out to
playing for
you
the team, but we're not
before.
allowed to
So I'm glad they
against
They
us.
included
sticking
that,
to
yes.
what I'm finding
So
really
you won't.
important things in it. Yeah.
Yes.
He told you to stop. Go on. Piss off.
It's funny. I thought that scene would have been more aggressive, but I
Yeah.
don't think it would have been appropriate to be
They've-
as aggressive as what I
Such a
personally
hero.
interpreted it to be.
They have toned it down as well because they
I
were
just,
a younger
you
audience
seem
to
kind
access it.
of
Yes.
like something was. You say sorry a lot.
Sorry.
Don't say it.
He's just a nice kid, isn't he?
Mm.
Like not the rugby jock that everyone makes him out
Makes
to
it out
be.
to be, yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Sorry, Daggy. Bye. Okay, guys, so this is our snack board for the day, including mimosas, which I'm very excited about. Now,
Ready for the next
ready for
episode?
episode 2.
Alright, let's cheers to that then.
Cheers to that. Cheers. Cheers. I love how, like, awkward. Oh, I know, that's what's so good
Because
about
it's
it.
so appropriate.
American TV shows, it's so, they're always so composed, like, whereas these guys are genuinely awkward.
Facial expressions, body movements. I mean, who hasn't done that? Like, whether it's over a serious thing or a not so serious thing. Of, I see my message. Why haven't
Why haven't
they
they
replied?
responded?
You know, all the dots are there. But
Okay, look, it's half term next week. How about you promise me you'll try to make at least one new friend before then? Okay, maybe.
God, I wish teachers were like that.
Hey.
No, I meant with the older
I know,
students. It's different with primary.
Bisexual confuses.
Who's he again?
He's a new character. So he's not in the graphic novel. But
No!
Oh my God.
How are you
it's
so
like
good
a
at
vibe.
this?
So beautiful.
this is one of my favourite scenes.
Oh,
It's just sweet.
it's so sweet and innocent. It's not shy.
It's very different to your other friends, isn't it? You seem much more yourself around him.
Do I?
You do.
So that, once again, that was another pivotal thing that I pointed out to you, and it
Pretty much lifted directly.
exactly it was the same. Yeah, it's got all those pivotal
Yeah.
things that I've.
It's so subtle. Like,
It is, and so
Yeah.
gentle.
Do you not think I'm cool, Nick Nelson?
Fine. I guess I can invite you, Imogen.
Yeah, definitely.
That didn't happen, did it?
no, she's a new character for the show.
Why are you telling me? You mean like come out?
We don't want to make a big announcement or anything, but maybe just not hide so much.
That's cool. I mean, I've only ever met one openly gay person before. Do you know Charlie Spring?
Yeah, I know Charlie Springs.
Yeah, we sit next to each other in form. Probably is my best friend right now.
So that wasn't quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
No.
Yeah.
Similar. But not
Nick,
quite.
where you going?
I'm just gonna go find Charlie.
You're just feeling sorry for him because he's gay. Oh my god, nah, wait. You think he has a crush on you?
That's homophobic, Aaron. I really don't like you. Happy birthday.
So I've toned that down.
Yeah. Still get the main point
Fine.
across, but yeah, just toned it down a bit.
She's pretty. Just for financials.
Looking for someone.
Nice boy.
Really.
I like
Do you like this?
this.
I really like you, Nick.
I think that was a good way of him like being confronted with a woman by a woman kind of thing. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I love this name as well.
But you can see how happy they are. Oh, it's so cute.
Kiss me.
Don't do it, Nick. Oh, he's cuddling his toy dog.
Yeah. He's 15, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I think he's 14 because he has a birthday. I think he turns 15.
So he's so little. Wow.
So, that was up to the end of volume 1.
I think it's perfect. I honestly think it is absolutely perfect. There's not one thing I think I would change. Do you know how much say she had?
She's executive producer and scriptwriter, so a lot.
Right, yeah. So that's
Why? Yeah.
I think like you were saying before, she could add or take away whatever it was that she wanted to. So
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
actually is. Oh yes, that ends with this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love the where he turns up in the rain. Oh yeah, I just left without a jacket.
Mm.
Don't you live in England? Don't you carry umbrellas everywhere you go?
Aren't you dressed from head to toe like in, you know?
I love the whole he's picking up a jumper he left here last week. Like, you desperately want that jumper back, so you run over here in the pouring rain.
This is cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the present. The snow day. But then she says this, which I feel is what she kind of said at the party. Yeah.
So they kind of move that up a bit.
Mm. And she introduces face to face, but yeah.
But yeah. So they've changed things around a bit.
Slightly, but it doesn't affect.
Doesn't really affect the storyline, but it does just.
And he's still being a knob.
Yes, of course he
I actually love his relationship with his sister. I love his dog. I definitely like both. And the way he's like, it's called hugging, and she's like, yes, I've heard of that. I wasn't born in 1920. He actually reminds me of Ron Weasley.
Nick.
It's the hair. And the awkwardness. See, there's a lot of literary references. That's so cute.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry I ran away last night. I'm having a proper full-on gay crisis. I was just so
Telling Nick it's okay. It's okay, Nick.
Oh God.
Yeah. You're nothing like him. He's completely different.
Because he's nice and honest.
Told you what he thought. Actually talks to you when other people are able to view that.
I'm not like homophobic. I'm an ally. Congratulations. We thank you for your service.
That's actually quite cool. There's always someone like that, like that's a little bit confused.
Yeah, trying but doesn't know what she's really trying to do.
A lot.
Oh,
I know.
no, sorry.
So, does anyone remember the rules of rugby? Because I don't.
I really like him. I think that's my favourite character. It's just something so endearing about him. Hang on, doesn't he scoop him up?
Yeah, so they changed that part because it's the whole secret thing.
It's actually health and safety. I know he's an actor. But...
Yeah, that too.
Her use of light, very beautiful.
Yeah, really adds something extra to it.
Like sometimes we don't need to see every detail. Like sometimes light softens.
Makes it that little bit like sweet.
Yes, yes. You know, they've all got lights in their bedrooms. And... Oh, that's cute. You don't look like a lesbian.
Which I didn't also.
If you want, I never would have guessed that you were gay, but it's so cool and brave of you.
I should run out of more.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Why?
You and Charlie getting on well then?
Well, we're sort of going out.
Are you? It's funny how things stand out between us.
What do you mean?
When we were 13, I thought we were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend forever.
Oh!
So did I. I don't even know what my sexuality is.
Tara didn't know she was a lesbian until we kissed like 6 times. It was 2 times.
Are you, like, definitely gay? Or do you think you're bi? When we were 13, I think I did, like, I think I have liked girls before. I did a few felt the same.
Kissing you was actually one of the things that made me realise I don't like kissing guys.
Happy to help.
Oh, that's so lovely. You can almost see respect in the blonde girl's eyes. Like, wow.
Nick's coming.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I want a milkshake cafe like this.
I hope like a party like that.
It's a cute little pair.
So, we're ordering a second round, right?
Oh god, no, that is a crime.
Cannot believe you're disrespecting the bubblegum flavour in front of me.
Oh,
I have to say, I agree with Charlie.
Is this some sort of no boys allowed conversation?
Did you know this too? The me and Tal thing?
Yeah. We thought it would be fun to go on a triple date.
A triple date?
Yeah, you and Tal, I and Darcy.
You and Charlie?
Yeah.
You two are together?
Yeah.
Charlie! I'm so happy for you. Happy for you too, but you didn't have to witness all the months of intense pining.
the locations are very pretty too.
They
aren't
are.
I really love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah, but no, but
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
that's such a powerful storyline too.
What, are you nervous?
I don't know. They'll probably think I'm this like gay man.
Well, you kind of are a gay man.
Shut up, rugby lad.
Sure. Are you okay?
Char.
Wow, that just slipped out.
Oh my god, say it again. I like it. It's cute.
No, I'm never calling you again. Are you joking? You actually thought I liked you. You were just there like some tragic loser with barely any friends. I never liked you. I'm not even gay. I just felt really sorry for you.
Oh, bullshit.
Seems like a weird
Where'd you
choice
go?
to do if you feel sorry for someone. Go and kiss them.
Exactly.
Come on. None of us are being homophobic.
But you shut up, Harry!
Someone really needs to learn to take a joke.
No, you weren't joking though, were you? You just saw the perfect opportunity to make someone feel miserable and humiliated, as usual.
Quite like wanting to protect him, can you? Because he's a pathetic little fat.
Nice one.
So you can tell me what happened?
Not really anything to tell.
Oh, Nikki, come on, baby.
Harry was saying some really nasty stuff about Charlie.
Sweetheart, you know fighting's not the answer.
And just used a really bad word.
Charlie's a really special friend, isn't he?
Such a mum thing to say.
Is there something actually going on between Nick and Charlie?
Oh god, I forgot he didn't know.
Make sure you leave the
What, do you need stuff removed from the logs, or do you need to stop it going away into the house?
I hate you! So I was thinking about me and you.
Okay.
And I just think, I mean, the fight with Harry was my fault. Everything that's happened, I've been making your life really difficult. So I was thinking, maybe it would be better if we just...
Come on, apparently Harry Green's fighting somebody at 10 by the picnic table.
What happened? Why didn't you tell me about you and Nick? I thought we were friends, but I guess you've just forgotten about me. This is all your fault. Just leave me alone.
This didn't happen, did it?
No.
No. But it feels right.
Oh, Charlie.
Something happened.
When you hear about Harry Green's fight, you can tell. Both my fault, by the way.
I'm like 95% sure they were both Harry's fault and I wasn't even there.
Before I met Nick, I was sort of going out with this other guy. I liked him, but he made me feel like I was ruining his life. Like he didn't want me to even exist. And now Nick's lost all his friends. He's getting into fights because of me. And I just feel like maybe I do just ruin people's lives.
Oh.
Would it be better if I did
Well, if it's basically all that stuff.
I'm not ruining my life.
On side support.
I'm done trying to protect him when he's forgotten I exist. Like, I deserve to be appreciated.
Everybody does, darling.
Why is he avoiding you?
I think maybe he's finding it hard having to lie to people about us. He's not angry about me being in the closet or anything. Like, he knows I'm not ready to come out.
I've known Charlie since we were 11, and he's always had a tendency to believe that him just existing is annoying for other people. He's not going to force you to come out, which is good. He would literally never tell you this, but he probably wants to be something more than secret guy you kiss sometimes on the down low. And if you can't give him more than that, then I mean that's fine, but it's always going to make him feel a little bit crap about himself.
Like, there could be.
Oh, he's like a puppy.
God, that's really weird.
I'm going to have an opinion about anything I do. Do you want me to go around telling people about you and Nick? Do you want me to go around telling people about me and you? Except I wouldn't do that because I'm a decent person. I understand that you're figuring out your sexuality, but you don't get to make me feel like crap anymore just because you hate the viewers and you were looking out for me.
I really said that.
Yeah,
Look at the new corridor. What?
Yeah, that's cool. And all these little rainbows everywhere. Sometimes in the sky there's a rainbow.
Yes.
Or you'd smell it.
Okay,
You
right.
smell the beach.
Oh my god, the beach!
The bread from the beach.
Yeah. It's no sand. It's on the beach. It looks nice though. It does.
I like Charlie Spree in a romantic way, not just a friend way. Okay, I think we're wet enough now.
Oh.
You look very smiley. Have you had a good day?
Yeah.
If you're going to ask if you can come on our Menorca holiday this year, the answer's no.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
God, is that it? Like it's just paced so well.
I know.
Like we're just like what? So cute. It's just beautiful.
The milkshake one and the rugby one are quite different. But I think and the sports day obviously didn't happen, but I think the rest is fairly.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes you need to add more in there just to establish the relationships. And I think the book just focuses on them.
Yeah.
Where this is setting it up that there are other things that are going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually like the way they in the TV show they paced out some of the conversations because in the book
Yes.
they have all the conversation about bisexuality, everything all
at
after.
once. Yeah, and that makes sense because it's a book.
Yeah.
You know.
But this is more what you'd expect because he's still
yes.
you know
yes.
figuring it out. So
yes.
he's like.
Yeah.
And I also like that he thinks of he comes up with the part like being bisexual himself as opposed to Charlie
entertaining
suggesting
suggesting the idea. I just think they complement each other really well.
They do,
I think the books are just such a perfect introduction. And even if they'd never made a TV show, I think the books alone are just, you know, but because they have done, it highlights how beautiful it is.
Yeah, definitely. And they just cast everyone so well.
Oh, absolutely brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly. And they're believable too. Like you don't just think, oh, they're just reciting the lines, aren't they?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like they are believable.
You can kind of tell like that everyone really cares about the show. Like,
yeah,
everyone
yes,
really cares about you know what
I wonder, I mean, I know the books were sort of popular, but I wonder if they knew how popular the show was going to be. Because I mean, it could have been like, why did they bother? You know,
well, it could have been a big flop. Like,
it could have
had
been
loads. It could have had all of the fans of the graphic novels hating it. Like,
for sure.
Of course, everyone's the opposite. I don't
sure,
think I've seen anyone dislike it.
No.
But yeah, I was saying earlier, I watched a couple of interviews with the two main actors. And they've said basically that they didn't have any idea that it was going to be as big as as it is. Even though obviously there are already loads of people who love the graphic novels, which is why it's been made into a TV show in the first. Yeah, they had no idea that it would blow up like this. Different people are saying that they wish that, like lots of older people are saying they wish they had this when they were teenagers.
Yeah, well, for sure.
That representation
for
that
sure.
they never had. And I guess also because when you're reading something, like you read at whatever pace you read at.
Yes.
Whereas because they are acting it,
it's
those
slowed
moments
down
where,
a bit
you know,
more.
it slows it down and you really get to see the face of facial expressions.
But I really felt she wrote like she was playing it out in her head and that she had carefully thought about that. But obviously, once again, because it is a book and you read, like you're saying, you read at your pace, you don't have that time to...
And because the art style is beautiful, but because it's quite simplistic, it doesn't have a huge amount. You know, she does a lot with. But
I was going to say she does a lot, and with some of the, you know, like we talk about the lines for the blushing, or you know, she darkens off the bits when they're remembering. Yes. You know, all those little sound words, kind of thing.
Any last thoughts for the
get going? No, not really. Not really.
Hi. So. It's a little bit later, but that was our Heartstopper reaction video / compare and contrast comic to TV show. As you just saw, Michelle absolutely loved it, and her takeaway was pretty much that it was perfect. She didn't have anything that she thought needed to be taken away or added or anything like that. I have not actually spoken to her about it since we did the video, which was a few days ago now, so she may very well have thought about it a bit more and come up with some thoughts, but I haven't checked in with her, so I guess maybe I'll talk about that some other time. But I do actually have a possibly slightly controversial opinion. Certainly for many of my BookTube friends and people who are specifically here because of BookTube, this will potentially be a controversial opinion, and that is that I very slightly prefer the TV show over the comic. This is no doubt due to the fact that I watched the TV show before reading the comics, but also probably because I'm not a huge graphic novel reader, so those two factors combined probably make that the situation. I still absolutely love the comics. I still gave them 5 out of 5 stars. I still think they're absolutely adorable and sweet and beautiful and all of the good things that we love about the comics. I think they're done incredibly well. They are so wholesome and optimistic, but they do cover some quite serious issues really well and really tactfully and just with a really nice kind of light hand, which is definitely what many people have said about the comics for many years now, so I definitely still really enjoy them. I think they're really awesome. I'm super happy that I've finally jumped on the Heartstopper bandwagon and that I have finally acquired the comics. Very excited about that. So it's not that I don't like the comics, but I like the TV show. I definitely love the comics, but I just think that potentially the fact that, like I said, it's a graphic novel which isn't super my bag, but also I watched the TV show first, is probably part of it. But I just think that the TV show was done incredibly well. It's just really fun to watch. It's just really enjoyable. It's just sweet, wholesome, all those things, exactly the same as a comic. There are some more heavier topics discussed, but it's not heavy-handed at all. It's still very optimistic and positive, and it really shows queer joy and queer happiness and acceptance and friendship and love and all of those things that are so important to be shown and for people to see. But yeah, I do think that the main reason probably that I prefer the TV show slightly over the books is that I just thought that it was really, like I said, really well done, but particularly the performances were phenomenal, particularly given the fact that most of the actors, certainly the main cast members, are all very young. I think the eldest is like 22 or something like that of the main teenage cast members, and the two main leads are 2 of the youngest actors in the show, and they were incredible, just did those roles phenomenally, perfectly cast. So that is definitely the main reason why my preference goes to the TV show over the graphic novels slightly. Normally, I am the opposite. Normally, I prefer the book. Book is almost always better. I have a t-shirt that says that. But in this particular instance, I do think that the actors just absolutely nailed it. So I think the other main reason why the production was so faithful to the story and to the essence of the graphic novels is because Alice Oseman, who is the creator of the graphic novels, was very important and crucial to the creation of the TV show. I believe they were executive producer on the show, they were scriptwriter, and I've heard that they were on set all the time, very much involved in the actual direction and creation, but also there as a person that the actors could turn to and talk to if they needed any suggestions or help or what have you about their roles. So I really think that was a big reason why it was so, like I said, there were so many things lifted directly from the page, but also it was the essence of the graphic novel and the essence of the story of Nick and Charlie, but also Tao and Elle, Tara and Darcy, very much down to having Alice Oseman be such a big part of the creation of the live action TV show that really made it amazing. So yeah, so definitely I think the performances by all the cast members and having Alice Oseman so integral to the creation of the TV show. The other thing that I thought, I don't know how other people feel, as far as I can tell from what I've seen, various different reaction videos and so on, no one who knows about the graphic novels, who's read the graphic novels and loves them, has really had a problem with the way that they age things down a little bit. I have seen a few different comments on Twitter referencing a few of the times where things were a little bit more adult or older, certainly in terms of swearing and things like that. Personally, I don't care one way or the other about swearing, but I do feel that somehow, and I don't know, again, I don't really know, this may have been more of a choice of the actor, or it may have been more of a choice of Alice Oseman and the way that they wanted to portray the character in the TV show, or maybe it was down to that aging down a little bit, or maybe it's just a combination of all of them. But I personally, and this is going to be the thing that's probably going to be quite the controversial opinion, I personally, again, very slightly, but I personally prefer Kit Connor's version of Nick to the graphic novel original version of Nick. Like I said, very slightly. He didn't really do much different in terms of, you know, the action in the series, but I feel like there were some elements of Nick's character in the graphic novels where he is kind of the stereotypical jock, which I know is part of the story, that he's spending so much of his life trying to fit into this stereotype, or actually just fitting into this stereotype of what he thinks he's supposed to be, and not really necessarily portraying who he really is or even knowing who he really is. But I feel like, again, like I said, it could be a combination of all of the things I just talked about, but I do feel like the way that it was done in the TV show, Nick was slightly more, the portrayal of Nick, you got a bit of more of that nuance about his character than I feel like you necessarily did in the graphic novels. Now, granted, this could just be a situation of, I have now watched the TV show a stupid amount of times, and I've only read the graphic novels a couple of times, so perhaps that's also part of it. But I do think that there are some moments in the show that are lifted almost directly from the graphic novels, but they are toned down a bit, and Nick's reaction isn't quite as aggressive. And I feel like that, like I said, I don't know if it's a choice of the actor, of Alice Oseman, of the director, of the fact that they toned it down, combination, who knows. But I feel like it gave Kit Connor the opportunity to kind of explore more of the nuance of Nick's character and more of the kind of reasons behind that action that he chose to take and the way that he is thinking about the world, that I feel like it necessarily was portrayed as well or in the same way or as deeply as the graphic novels. I don't know if that's making any sense. I feel like I'm kind of talking in circles at this point, so I will move on. But yeah, I slightly prefer the TV show, mostly due to the absolutely stellar performances, particularly that of our two main cast members, Kit Connor and Joe Locke, and like I said, specifically Kit Connor's Nick Nelson. So, anyway, with all that being said, I don't know at this point how long this video is going to be, but I do think it's probably time to finish up. So, thank you so much for watching. If you have subscribed to my channel, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, if you are a book person, BookTube person, book internet friend, then I hope you enjoyed this slight departure from my normal content. If you happen to have come across this video because you are a Heartstopper fan, welcome, and please consider subscribing. I do talk about books mostly, but I do sometimes talk about TV shows and different things like that. I make vlogs, I make all sorts of stuff like that. So come and join the family and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you'd like to leave me a comment, please do so. Please be kind considering my slightly controversial opinions, but I'd love for you to leave me a comment down below. All of my social media details are listed in the description below, so if you'd like to go and follow me on any of those other platforms, please feel free to do so. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.